Hello everyone, and now welcome to a game between Lucifer and Sonik taking place here on Amazonia. Eagle-eyed viewers will recognize that this is 1.30. These are select games from, I believe, a best of series. I don't want to name how many, but they were highly touted replays. And, well, I wanted to see what was going to be going on in them. Anyways, let's go ahead and break things down. Over here on the bottom left-hand side of the map, we have Sonik spawning as the yellow night elf. Over here on the top right, we have Lucifer spawning as the gray undead. Undead versus night elf in this 1v1 matchup. And as I mentioned this already, well, eagle-eyed viewers will already note there is not an altar of elders. It looks as though we are going to be going for a very fast tavern hero, or rather a delayed tavern hero, since you can't go for a fast tavern hero. You can only hire them at the 2-minute 15-second mark, and we'll see how all of that is going to translate. Second strange thing to note, we are actually going for a necropolis. So this is a second necropolis. This is actually a strategy that some professional players use in order to be able to train up more acolytes, tech to tier 2, while not having to worry about having your acolytes die and losing acolytes during the upgrade process gold. Also, I believe the necropolis costs less lumber than the ziggurat, if I remember correctly, and because of that, you sacrifice gold for lumber in order to be able to tech to tier 2 faster. How all of this is going to translate, that is still my best guess here, as we are looking at a solo archer now out onto the field. Archer is going to be dealing some damage to that ghoul. That ghoul is, well, taking quite a bit, as the altar of elders is going to be training up a second archer here in just a moment. All right, back off to the north. Ghouls are off to the side. They are harvesting as much lumber. Death Knight is about to make its way out. We see a wisp already ready here at the tavern to try to hire up whatever tavern hero it will be. And this game will finally be getting underway. Death Knight off to the north, going to go ahead and try and death coil that renegade. Oh wow, nice use of lightning shield. Going to be going straight after all of these units. Here you can see the amount of damage being done, purposely backing off and then still dealing damage to both these rogues here. That low hit point ghoul going to be forced to back off. There goes another, and the Death Knight purposely backs off right there. Very good use of a death coil to maximize all of that damage. Back at the other side of the map, you see Sonik going for a Beastmaster first. Beastmaster, a curious choice, as destroyers with Devour magic will eat up all of those gobbly goody quill beast and any sort of, well, summoned unit. We'll see if we do get to tier 3, as we are already looking at, well, double necropolis down. No tech to tier 2 as of yet. There is a lot of ghouls on number, more ghouls coming back across over here. Still no skeletal minions either, as the Rod of Necromancy just got purchased. All right, very difficult to figure out what's going to be going on in this particular matchup here. Sonik does have a Beastmaster out onto the field that will be getting to level 2 momentarily. That lightning shield needs to make sure it doesn't get the killing blow. Devotion aura now out onto the field as well. Increased armor for more units, as the Forest Troll Shadow Priest has to work extra hard to try to finish off many of these units here. Now, always very difficult to try to finish off some of these units. Beastmaster, oh, gets taken down. Beastmaster taken down. He was going for the Tome of Knowledge, didn't get it in time, and all of a sudden, Sonik is in a terrible situation. How will Lucifer capitalize on this? Lucifer should know that his opponent lost the hero. That little caption does come across, I believe, even if you don't have sight. And now Lucifer is just going to go for a big rush right now. All right, Skeletal Minions trying to finish off, do some more harassment here. We are still only at Tree of Life, though. So no crazy tech either. This is all rather strange. Forest Troll will get taken down. There it is, level 3 now. We could be looking at a Death Coil onto a low hit point ghoul. Nope, no Death Coil there. Are we going to see a Death Coil there? No, wow, 2 hit points. A Death Coil does save another, as we're taking a look at some beautiful micro right there. Is that Unholy Aura level 1? Yes, it is. All the units are now just trying to run away. Meanwhile, Beastmaster is about to get finished being resurrected, but this game has already taken a direction that I could not expect. All right, this Necropolis is upgrading to tier 2. This Necropolis is staying at tier 1. This means that the cold tower is going to be a little bit further out. We also have the sentry ward right there. Death Knight could try and finish off that unit. However, unable to do so. This Sasquatch down to 101 hit points. Who's going to get the experience? Death Knight gets it as he now tries to run back out. All right, definite problem right there. Beastmaster going to get a little bit more experience. Still sitting at level 2, though, as he drops down a Quill Beast in order to put pressure back on this fleeing army. Death Knight still wandering back around over here. Let's take a look. Acolytes, armor, yep. This is supposed to be patch 1.30. And one of these days I need to read. I've been reading so many patch notes. It's difficult to figure out what the final patch notes are. And then just have to figure it out. Sometimes I will misquote. My apologies. I don't have as much time back in the day to study all of these patch notes as much as I used to in the past. Anyways, Rogue gonna go ahead and get finished off here. Easy pickings once more. Death Knight down to 500 and, well, up to 568 hit points, but will be still staying at level 1 Unholy Aura. Meanwhile, the Beastmaster off to the north does have level 3, so it will have faster or stronger Quill Beast. That is incredibly important, but mana is still rather low. Meanwhile, there is an archer in the back. Forest Troll Shadow Priest has joined in on the fight. There's a lightning shield. This archer should perhaps just get out of that position there, as a second devotion aura item has been dropped for Sonic. Sonic will most likely just be selling that. Now, Halls of the Dead attacking the tier 3 already. We are looking at a slaughterhouse getting added in. Lich is being trained up as well, as the Death Knight comes across here, sees the Tome of Knowledge, and will go ahead and pick that up. Rock Golem will get taken down. Beastmaster now sitting at level 4. I don't know what the other ability is just quite yet. Is it going to be perhaps the Hawk or the Bear? Both of those very powerful units. I believe the Bear is actually a little bit more strong, or a little bit stronger, just because, well, he is not going to be easily as destroyed with Devour Magic. Units now making their way out. Lich could get caught in trouble in transit. No, not quite yet. There is the attack. You can see the units are now trying to retreat. It could be the death of a ghoul right there. One ghoul shot, there it goes. Meanwhile, Beastmaster, Death Coil, forces the Scroll of Town portal as everyone wants to get out of town. Obsidian statues now being added. This Halls of the Dead Necropolis strategy still, well, I don't know if it was really worth it, as the overall supply count 37 over 50 right now compared to 38 over 50, and we are just only at the 8-minute mark. I was wondering why my game sounds were not on. My speakers are off. Death Knight now coming across here will stay at level 4, level 2 Unholy Aura. No Death Pack there to try to keep more health on that Death Knight. Double sentry wards, though, very powerful in terms of stopping any sort of shadow meld, as the Beastmaster now trying to get away. Beastmaster going to get caught out in open field. This could be a problem, trying to finish off some of those units. There's an ensnare. The Rock Golem just engaging across all of those units here, as you see a single Hawk in the air trying to focus down some of those units. All right, Obsidian statue. That should just get focused down by that Hawk. There's equipped web, though, as the web wants to shut down that Thunderhawk before any real damage is going to be dealt. All right, let's see. Quill Beast out onto the field, getting in some poke damage. Low hit point archer going to get finished off by the Lich. Lich still has, well, the Death Knight nearby, and the Death Knight can just easily get some big death coils off in order to, well, keep that Lich alive. Always very dangerous when you surround that Lich. If the Death Knight has level 2 or even level 3 Death Coil, that Lich normally just stays alive, and you end up trying to focus damage onto a hero who normally doesn't have that many hit points, but your army is taking a lot of focused damage from those Crypt Fiends and other units as well. All right, take a look at the ping. You can see everything that's going on right there. Meanwhile, Beastmaster going to go ahead and finish off the Rock Golem. Rock Golem is, in fact, slow poisoned and will end up getting taken down. Potion of Invulnerability in addition to a Potion of Intelligence. This is all from a solo Beastmaster. And yes, a solo Beastmaster. We are at Tree of Ages, going into Dryads and getting that Abolish Magic as well. Forest Troll Berserkers out onto the field. The Forest Troll Shadow Priest, relatively low on mana. Can't do much about that. No Brilliance Aura, unless they want to try to use that Moon Juice in order to translate to hit points, well, another way. Coming back off to the north here, Beastmaster will get to level 5. We are looking at a tri-hero combination. A Crypt Lord has been added, and this is classic Frozen Throne, Undead Tri-Hero, Death Knight, Lich, Crypt Lord. Crypt Lord can just impale, throw a bunch of units into the air, and temporarily stun them while still being a good distance in the back. Let's take a look at this. The Crypt Fiends are focusing down all the Dryads, and this is a very tactical attack right now, as the Obsidian statues will at some point translate into destroyers. You want to remove all of those Crypt Fiends first. There's another impale. Damage is getting dealt across multiple units. The Forest Troll Shadow Priests are actually being forced to back off here, as Lucifer is making a very good play, but an Obsidian statue is taken down. All right, both sides suffering heavy casualties so far, as there goes a Frost Nova onto Lucifer's Forest Troll Berserker. A handful of low hit point units could get taken down. The Crypt Lord now has that bonus armor, making him just that much more difficult to get finished off. All right, are we going to see a Death Coil onto the Crypt Fiend? Not in time. One Destroyer. Well, the Destroyer is actually getting picked apart by Dryads and Quill Beasts. Not enough time to try and devour magic. And there it goes, as the Lich does get to level 3 as well. All right, heroes. Who's actually going to win out on this fight here? Let's take a look. Death Knight, sitting at Death Knight does not have enough mana. Finally gets to level 5. May have enough mana now, but so much poking back and forth. And it is 3 undead heroes going after the Beastmaster. Beastmaster uses a potion of lesser invulnerability in order to get away, and our Dryad's gonna get taken down now. Death Knight trying to get, Dryad trying to get away. Death Knight saying, nope, I'm gonna stop you in your tracks. Both sides suffering heavy casualties. 35 supply compared to 37. Tree of Life is now getting pressured off over here. No Crypt Fiends though. So what does this mean for that army of Dryads? All right, no Sentry Ward. There goes the unit there. Meanwhile, Beastmaster still going after the Death Knight. There is one Obsidian statue trying to keep all of these units alive here. As we're taking a look, Lich could perhaps try to get some damage. Crypt Lord still engaging, and the Crypt Lord with the Impale pretty much not going to be able to do very much of anything. All right, there is a quick web right there. That Hawk should get taken down. Meanwhile, the Lich is going to get surrounded, and Death Coil air mailing some goodies. Scroll of Town Portal, is it going to be used in time? It will, yes, no, not used. Just another Death Coil right there. Frost Nova. Lich could end up using the Scroll of Town Portal. Does use it in time right there. And that's a good force by everyone to try and make other sides use their potions and items. All right, Death Knight translating 2 Death Coils and a Scroll of Town Portal for a potion of invulnerability in order to force that fight. So that fight went a little bit longer. Who was going to win out in the attrition fight? And ultimately, well, I do not know, but we are looking at 45 supply compared to 53. Sonik ahead in the economic game because of that expansion. Meanwhile, let's take a look. We are only at Tree of Ages. We are not going to Tree of Eternity as of yet. And with that, that means that it's only going to be Dryads. If we perhaps see a meat wagon, or wait, was that a Tome of Retraining? Wait, what? That looked like a Tome of Retraining to me. I would be absolutely confused if that was a Tome of Retraining. Anyways, let's go ahead and battle this back out over here. Death Knight gonna be going after some of those units. Going after the Dryads now. Dryad gonna get taken down. More fighting happening underway. I believe there was a Death Coil to try and finish off some units. Crypt Fiends are still battling it out here. Death Knight has a potion of mana, and he's just gonna finish off multiple units. Beastmaster is out onto the field, is at level 6. Lucifer, Death Coil not in time to save that Crypt Fiend, and there are the Thunder Lizards, and they are going. Impale finishes off the Beastmaster from casting and channeling that Thunder Lizard, as the Dryads could get taken down. There goes another. Obsidian statues are in the backfield. Are they going to be enough? You can see all of that damage getting added in there. Frost Nova tries to finish it off, but the lines have just been completely melted. Death Knight may need a Death Coil onto that Abomination. Yes, it does get it in time, as the Dryads are still getting poked apart. army is still much stronger for Sonik. As well, was that an illusion? Or was there a ritual there? Not quite sure. All right, there goes an obsidian statue. Beastmaster could get taken down to 173. Lich is trying to get in front. Are we going to see a Frost Nova? Yes, we do. Beastmaster now taken down. So Undead Tri-Hero going up against the remainder of these units. Death Knight low on hit points. Is he going to be able to escape? That is the next question as the Death Knight tries to get away. One Dryad in that front position. A little bit more slow poison. Is it going to be enough? Death Knight with Unholy Aura. The Crypt Lord is just throwing himself in front of those Dryads as the Death Knight, putting on a little bit of an afterburner move, gets back onto Blight, and is now regenerating hit points, well, rather nicely. Alright, Death Knight probably wishes he could death coil himself right now, has additional armor. Meanwhile, Crypt Lord is there as well. Let's take a look. Quick, easy death of a unit right there. Death Knight. What is going on? Obsidian statue with that essence of Blight adding to the Death Knight there. Meanwhile, the Beastmaster resurrected at the tavern. A very expensive, well, hire to say the least. But he does have the expansion, so I guess in that case, he can afford it. We are down to about 5 minutes of mining left at each of the main bases. So if Lucifer wants to finish this game, he needs to finish it within the next 5 to 8 minutes. He can do enough damage. Otherwise, the economic advantage of Sonik is going to run a little bit too long. Meanwhile, Crypt Lord going to try and get away. There is a big impale across multiple units. 3 archers instantly dead. And that is a big deal. Death Knight now still sitting at level 5. Lich is at 4. Crypt Lord is at 3. Units are going to be backing off again. All right, let's take a look at this Death Knight. Well, Death Knight is still getting poked around. And let's see, Beastmaster, are we going to get a Death Coil? Yes, onto the Crypt Fiend as the units are still trying to run every which way. What is the Beastmaster doing? The Beastmaster is getting, trying to get in front. Perhaps getting into position. He does have a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Drops down a Quill Beast who is now digging out some major damage. As we see those, well, raging Quill Beast just dish out that damage so quickly. 600 hit points. So much damage across so many units. Medium armor. Very difficult to finish off for these Crypt Fiends as you see, well, finally getting taken down. An Abomination out onto the field. Obsidian statues in the back. They are getting a little bit of regeneration from the Unholy Aura, but that is pretty much it. Lucifer is in serious trouble as the Dryads are now poking their way onto all of those units. A massive Dryad army, 1-0, going up against the Undead Tri-Hero, who's going to be able to do enough damage right there as the Crypt Fiend should be able to finish it off. All right, damage is adding back up. Let's take a look. If you fight on Blight, well, that is always a dangerous proposition as the Death Knight now gets to level 6 with level 3 Unholy Aura. Who needs Animate Dead? Not anyone here. Animate Dead, an absolutely useless ability going up against all of these Dryads as we're looking at an Ancient Protector getting established here. Abomination out onto the field. Death Knight is out here. Is he going to perhaps use a Potion of Mana? Archers are in the back as well. What is going on? Perhaps we should be looking at an Impale as Dryads are going to get taken down. Let's see. One Abomination gets healed in time. We should be looking at an Impale to try and save some. Oh, no, there's a Death Pact there. All right, so a Death Pact or a Dark Ritual to deny the Abomination. Beastmaster gets melted again. All right, Beastmaster melted for the second time. That is a definite setback. Death Knight does not have enough mana. Dryad and Archers are trying to finish off the remaining units, and it looks as though there goes another Dryad there. Death Knight does have enough mana now for the healing of that Lich, as there goes another unit. Meanwhile, the Dryad army is looking to pull back. Lich sitting at level 4, very close to level 5. Quill Beasts are trying to run in here to finish off this Obsidian statue. Obsidian statue getting repaired. Is it going to be enough? No. It looked like that final shot was going to be enough to take down this Obsidian statue, but the Obsidian statue stays alive, giving precious mana and hit points to the remainder of this undead army. 2 minutes of mining left. 40 over 50 supply compared to 59 over 70. Resurrection of the Beastmaster. Level 6. Dryads out on the field. Dryads were taking damage from that Disease Cloud. Well, Disease Cloud does do damage over time, and Night Elf units only naturally regenerate at nighttime, and because of that, that Disease Cloud, well, really just added on a lot more damage. These units should be in a much better spot. It looks like Lucifer is just going to be able to walk into here now. Going to be able to do a lot of damage. Meanwhile, let's take a look. Crypt Lord is out onto the field. +5 armor. That is a crazy amount of armor on that Crypt Lord. 8 armor on a hero with heroic armor type. Reduced damage from piercing. That Crypt Lord can just be in that front line and really not care. Obsidian statue in the backfield here, down to 500 hit. Well, Obsidian statues less hit points. It looks like I thought they were 550. Maybe that was one of the patch updates, or I could be remembering all of my numbers wrong as well. That is all a possibility, as we only have a minute left. All right, let's take a look at this. Lich in the backfield. We'll get to level 5. Death Knight is sitting at level 6. We should be looking at the Crypt Lord absorbing a lot of hit points. Oh, a potential Creepjack. Potential Creepjack. This could all turn around. Lich could be in serious trouble right here, right now. Death Coil. Are we going to be able to fight this out of this position? Here we go. The Rock Golems have all joined in on the fight. And oh my gosh, this could be a complete meltdown. All right, Death Knight is still fighting across over here. Unholy Aura, not the item he was looking for. Death Coil saves the Lich. Thunder Lizards are in play, but a quick Impale stops that. We are taking a look at units just falling left and right as the Dryads are falling, but so are the Queens. Units are dropping left and right here as you are taking a look at the Death Knight trying to get away. Dryads are trying to catch up here. Death Knight isn't going to be able to get away. Does have 8 armor, and it looks like it will be able to back off temporarily. Crypt Lord now sitting at level 5. Is it going to have higher armor again? Still trying to fight its way through here as the Obsidian statue trying to get back. All right, the Rock Golems are still attacking the Undead. And a big Impale right there. Death Coil, Beastmaster down again for the 3rd time. Is it enough? And Lucifer gets the win. All right, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Army sizes, death of heroes, ultimate abilities, but a great game. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.